Isn't this a great cover, guys? I've never shown this book before, but I am now, and I'll explain. Um, this is Detective Comics number 31, arguably the best Batman cover that has ever been published. Um, I've had this book for 6 years now, and it's never been on the public market in 8 years, since 2007. And the reason why I'm showing it is because I just sold it. Sold it to a friend of mine, and I sold it not because I didn't want it anymore, or not because it's not desirable anymore. I sold it because prices have gotten ridiculous on a lot of material, but especially the prime golden age. And this book has experienced a tremendous amount of increase since I had bought it. So I decided to downgrade and sold this for a very nice chunk of change, and I will be downgrading in the process, and when I get that copy I will share that with you, but for now I just wanted to I guess do a farewell video for this copy. When I own books for a long period of time, it makes it harder to part with. And the only way I would have sold this book is if I was getting a copy back right away, which is what happened. A lot of moving parts in this deal, but was able to talk to several people, fielded a couple of offers, and got an offer that was very, very, very attractive, and was able to secure a downgraded copy at the same time. So I guess that's one of the points that I've wanted to stress in this video is it's all about timing, especially with big golden age keys. The timing is so essential. It really depends on who's looking for what book at what particular time, who has the money, or who's looking for a particular grade or a copy at all. If you have a book and the timing is just perfect, it works out. And so the timing worked out well on this one, where I was able to downgrade. And again, I would not have done that. I'll let you guys try to figure out what you think the grade is on this one before I show it. A little spine split right there. Really clean. Staples are both attached. A little tiny split up there at the top. Very clean all the way across. There is a dust shadow. Let me focus this. There's a dust shadow that goes not quite the full length of the book. It just kind of disappears about midway. It's not very dark though, but it is noticeable. And as you can see, Eugene M. scribbled their name across in the white here, which for some people that bothers people, but it doesn't bother me at all. At the time when I bought this, I had waited a long time because Detective 31s tend to dry up in the market. So certain books are not very scarce. I would say Detective 31 is not a tremendously scarce book out of the pre-Robin detectives. The 29 is much tougher, um, but the 31 tends to be scarcer in the marketplace. So there's some difference there. I think that's important to understand is a book may not be scarce, um, but it may be scarce in the marketplace. And blue label Detective 31s tend to not be as available in the marketplace. There's a tear down right there. Um, I love the big-eared Batman that Bob Kane drew. Full moon, bats, rolling fog. Uh, that's a recipe for a great pre-Robin detective cover. Uh, the monk makes his appearance here, which is actually a vampire that Batman kills with a silver bullet in the next issue, in issue 32. It's the first time a superhero used a gun. And after that, Batman vowed to not ever kill again. As you know, that's one of Batman's big pet peeves, is that he does not take human life unless it is necessary. This right here is Julie Madison, Batman's, or Bruce Wayne slash Batman's first girlfriend. This came out in September 39. Actually, that's the publishing date. This would have been out in August 1939. Superman 1 would have been out 2 months already. Action 1, of course, was out the previous year. Batman 1 would be out the next April 1940. And I did a video on my Batman 1 a few weeks back. I'll show the grade here in a little bit, but here's all your information. This is a classic cover. First Batplane, first appearance of the monk and Julie Madison. And of course, we've got to give credit to Bob Kane, cover and art, the creator of Batman. Real quick about the CGC serial numbers. I've known Steve Borak, who used to be the primary grader and president at CGC, and he gave me a little trick here with this barcode. Typically, these last numbers here just tell you how many books were sent in with that particular batch. So the one here tells me that this book was the only book that was submitted at the time. If you look at some other labels, you'll see a 7 or a 16. That tells you how many books were in that particular order. So, and then there's also a trick too with the numbers here. This book was, you can look it up, but this book was graded, I think in 2006. And you can tell by the serial number here, it's an earlier number, which tells you it was graded earlier. That was more of an issue before they put this online, but you can always check now when the book was graded. CGC 5.0 was a grade here. I remember calling for the other notes, or the grader notes, way back when I got it 6 years ago, and 2 graders had it at a 5.0 and 1 grader had it at a 4.5. So I think it's every bit of a 5.0. Again, this is the one cover that probably epitomizes the golden age. Cap 1 is another one. Action 1, Superman 1, Suspense 3. Those were all great golden age covers, but won't miss this book as much since I'm getting a copy back, and I'll do a separate video when I get that in, guys. It is a downgrade though, so numerically the grade is not as high. It is a blue label though, and it is very nice for the grade, so I figured why not, take advantage, cash out on it, and downgrade, get me a lower copy that's still very nice, and then probably go out and get another book, which if I do, I'll show another video, show you guys the back cover. Big Johnson & Smith yellow ad here. The back of these DC covers, be careful, this department number changes. So sometimes you may be looking at another back cover and the ads look very similar. They may be in the same section here, but the department number may be different. So, and sometimes this particular big ad is white or yellow like it is here. So a lot of times back covers are missing from Detective 31s. You can find the exact same back cover for a Detective 31 on a More Fun Comics 47, which came out the exact same month, September 39. More Fun Comics 47. I don't have a picture of it, but you guys can Google it. It's a pre-hero book. Came out couple of months before my More Fun 50 Larson copy that I did a video on. And so that has the exact same back cover and the exact same inside back cover, which is a big trick, you know. You need to get, so in theory, that's a cheap way of completing a Detective 31. If you have a coverless copy, if you have a copy that doesn't have a back cover, you can find a cheap More Fun 47, and you can take that back cover off because it has the same exact inside back cover. Not that I would do that, but sometimes you have to marry parts together, especially with these books getting so expensive. Anyway, I think I'm done with this video, guys. Please go ahead and comment and put your questions or anything you want to say about this, put down below. Appreciate everyone looking at my videos. And thanks for watching, guys. Take care.